Welcome to a Vanguard news video without the bullshit. Let's get started. Ichi's birthday is coming up, so Vanguard Zero Japan decided to milk his blaster blade with a new gimmick called Super Decks. Not much information was given, but each clan will have a super deck and will be available for purchase. Either this is a ready-made deck that will contain more useful cards, or a deck with a higher chance of trigger stacking. Rank is going to be dominated by whales. G format is coming to Vanguard Zero, so those who have G unit PTSD can time leap off the game. At least they aren't making players rebuild all their decks from scratch like the V series did, yet. For all the lore whores, the elderly novel features Dragonic Overlord that seems to have become Blaster Blade's new owner, hinted by his new color theme. Let's just call him Dragonic Overlord, because Dragonic Overlord the Blaster Blade sounds like someone's OC over at DeviantArt, and we should not steal. Do you already miss the original cards because you hate change? Not to worry, Bushiroad is going to pander to your nostalgia just after 3 months into overdress called Encounter cards. These Encounter cards will have special frames and clan icons, so you don't place Phantom Blaster Dragon and Angel Feather like the troll that you are. For those who are afraid that overdress boosters will be filled with more nostalgia bait like the V series, Moripi on Twitter has gone on record to say that the next Encounter cards will not be printed until March 2022. So those who wanted Encounter cards for their favorite clans got cucked. Now if they can also promise us that we don't get another collaboration booster set until said date, Bushiroad will now label cards from DBT02 onwards with the year it was issued, so organizers can host tournaments using cards issued from specific years. But don't worry, this isn't a set rotation, they just don't want you to use cards from previous years. Clearly this is different. Nothing suspicious about this, guys. It's not like they made an artificial expiration date for cards or anything. Baka. Time to bring out your long fishing rods in front of underage schoolgirls. Lyrical Monasteria are coming, and so did you. D4DJ's Lyrical Lily will be the quote-unquote ambassador of Lyrical Monasteria. What that means is either they become cards for that nation, or their group will heavily promote Vanguard, since the voice actor that does the red-haired girl Haruna is also Megumi's voice actor, even though she uses Stoikeria in the show. Lyrical Monasteria's lore has been updated. It's a school city on top of a whale, because who better to support a schoolgirl's education? The city has been recognized by the Five Nation due to the atrocities they committed for over 3,000 years. Stoikeria the sage shared her teachings to Bermuda Triangle. They repaid her kindness by creating their own nation that floats above everyone, looking down like gods. And as to not look like a bunch of xenophobes, they have started to accept students regardless of race, gender, or age. Lyrical Monasteria better have an old male orc student who's aspiring to become an idol, otherwise they are going to get cancelled on Twitter by caterers. DLTD01 will be Lyrical Monasteria's first trial deck. This trial deck is hinting that the character that Yuki Nakashima will voice will be using this nation in order to draw in more vanilla fans, because the fishermen have started to stink up the place. Bushiroad made the schoolgirl forms the normal rarity version, while the mermaid forms to be the high rarity version. Imagine Violence Bruce getting his ass handed to him by a bunch of schoolgirls. DLBT01 will be Lyrical Monasteria's first booster set. The set's cover is hinting an episode of Vanguard Overdress where you will sneak into Megumi's all-girls school for reasons unknown, only to play against Yuki Nakashima's character. It ain't Clamp without high school hijinks. To further prove that Lyrical Monasteria are a progressive nation, they now have a werbeast cat girl, a regular human schoolgirl, a dragon in a form of a schoolgirl, and a vampire that's probably over 3,000 years old. So unless you're cute and have a humanoid form, expect your application to be rejected because you're not Lyrical Monasteria material. Give that old male orc student an F in the chat. Here are Lyrical Monasteria's over triggers, because Talc and Ranbu had 4, so it's only fair that they get at least 3. Meanwhile a Brandgate and Stoikeria player is drinking themselves into a coma. Lyrical Lily counters will be available as box toppers in DLBT01. All we need now is Lyrical Nanoha, and we can have a trifecta of lyrical themed properties. For those fooling themselves that V-Series format will get tournament support can at least appreciate that Bushiroad is releasing 2 sets of V-Clan collection sets. DVS-01 will contain Royal Paladin, Oracle Think Tank, Genesis, Kagero, Murakumo, Nerukami, Dimension Police, Spike Brothers, Pale Moon, Bermuda Triangle, Aqua Force, and Mega Colony. DVS-02 will contain Angel Feathers, Shadow Paladin, Gold Paladin, Nubatama, Tachikaze, Nova Grappler, Link Joker, Dark Irregular, Deer Chronicle, Grand Blue, Great Nature, and Nia Nectar. All of the cards will be triple rare and heal triggers will have abilities that will be revealed on 25th May 2021. Expect these to work with gift markers to further break the format, so you play D series instead. Shaman King is Vanguard's next collaboration set. I'm going to be disappointed if there's no mechanic in which we move cards into the soul to perform over soul. Bushiroad is warning players that the over triggers and new sentinels from DSD-01 to 5 and DBT-01 will not be reprinted. So you better hold the remaining stock in your local hobby shops while they last, so you can mark up the price of these staple cards, then complain why there's no reprint, and thus forces your hobby shops to do more backorder. This is how Bushiroad makes money, kids. Limited supply and fear-mongering. Finally, here's the Japanese product release schedule. Just move each set by 3.5 months and that's the English release schedule. And that concludes this Vanguard news video. Be sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments how it seemed that Bushiroad fixed every issue I had for Bermuda Triangle except for still being schoolgirl idols.